What's going on, everybody? This is Jason Leon.
And Regina, capital G, baby.
Because she gangsta.
That's old, okay?
But it's
not
our
relevant.
thing.
You didn't even realize what to say.
It's our thing. Okay, she's gorgeous and gangster.
Okay.
And great.
Now he's adding other acronyms.
And giving.
Yes,
See?
I like that.
See?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I'm a gangster giver, gorgeous baby.
Oh,
coming to your city and town. Anyway.
Yes.
What are we talking about today?
So, really quickly, we are talking about, well, a friend of ours.
Wait, we are first talking about subscribe, like
and
comment.
I thought we was going to make a song out of it.
Okay, well, we did it the last time.
Like, subscribe, comment.
Subscribe, like, comment.
Subscribe, like, and comment.
Yes. Man, come on.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. I tried to tell you. That's what I just said. Anyway, so a friend of ours asked.
And it's not that. Someone commented, finally, we got some comments. Now, if you haven't done, no, go ahead, Jay.
No, a friend of ours commented and asked if we could do a special show, or at least talk about,
a special show. Hold on. Cut. It's not a special show. It's a show that we do every week.
A special show.
It's not a segment.
On this specific topic.
It's just a question she asked, and she asked for some advice or how I handle certain things.
Right.
We do this every week.
Where my glasses at so I can get my advice thing out. Hold up. I don't have my glasses on.
You are wasting a whole lot of time.
So, all right. So, listen. So, the question was, can I ask the question? Can I say what the question was?
You better be glad we're ready to go. This that mama talk. You better sound like get your thing down. All right. Go ahead.
So, the question was, how did Regina adjust to being a solo mommy when I was deployed, when I was, TDY, and just gone for a lot of times when I had to do my military missions and whatnot? How does she adjust? And I think it's a relevant question for folks that deal with being just single parents in general, even for males and females, but specifically for Regina being a mommy. Asking that question and seeing what she did. And I'll tell you what my thoughts were on what I saw coming back from, those deployments and those military missions. It's on you.
I mean, it's a process, because when you're talking about a 17, 18-year-old to now, 29-year-old, pretty much.
Yeah, 25-year-old. 25 plus.
Anyway, plus some years. But at that age, 17, I think I already had in my mind, I'm a mom, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm going to do things this, and this. And I was kind of like exhausted a lot of times because I wanted to control everything. I think we discussed this already, but I was controlling. And but I learned really quick, because kids have a way of growing you up really quickly, that I'm not going to be able to address everything. So I got the main things, and I had a lot of prayer going on. I asked God. I remember once I grew some, and I saw that there's some things that I missed, because sometimes we think we can have it all, but you can't. You really have to have some order in your life. And for me, my order is God first, family second, and career third. And in my earlier days, it wasn't in order. So I had to really get control over that. How I adjusted is from age 17 probably to my 20s. It was very rough. I did a lot of screaming. I had to get some counseling because I was really a control freak. And then and a control freak can be classified as a neat freak, someone that has to have every order. Kids are not orderly for the most part. I couldn't have my house the way I wanted it, and that's all right. So you have one room that you can just say, it's clean. The rest of the house may be junky, but you can go in that room and say, hey, chill. Even if it's the bathroom and it looks pretty, paint the wall, and just sit there. Right, Courtney? And so, adjusting as a single parent is different as you learn more. So if you are struggling, you need to probably get around. The best piece of advice I can give you, someone that's already done it before. And for me, I learned that I cannot control everything in my house, and everything is not going to be perfect, nor is the person that's gone wanting to hear the problems. That you can talk about it, but you also want to be considering and hear about their day too, because they're struggling as well.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I covered the topic, but that's pretty much what I want to talk about.
That's it. I mean, that was pretty much it. Yeah, because your experiences as a military mom and having to, go with me being gone for very long periods of time. And I can be honest with you, when my kids were really, really young, I was gone a lot. My job was to go TDY. So TDY, for some of y'all that don't know, means temporary duty. And that means you'd be gone for, stretches of time. It could be days, could be weeks, could be months. And my job it could have been any variation of those, So at any rate, when I came back home, what I noticed was that ReGina had evolved. Because we got married really, really young. It was like she was 17 and I was almost turning 19. I was 18 at the time, but I was about to turn 19. And we were really, really young, didn't know nothing about nothing. And really, I came back home. I remember it was, I can't even remember what mission it was exactly or what I was doing. But I came back home and I was like, wow. I have pretty much been etched out of this framework. I was like, because ReGina had evolved to the point where it's like, I didn't really need, the kids needed their father, obviously, yes, but they didn't need me for day-to-day functioning. It was like, I was just like an accessory, and those are things that,
so we created a system.
Yeah. I'm not saying I was an accessory, but that's the way I felt, because I was like, wow, she's got everything taken care of. Like, there's a whole thing, and kids are just they're just running around doing
and
whatever.
And back then, we didn't have Zoom and video call, so I really had to keep them busy. And so we had to have systems.
Yeah, and that's the thing, people will always say, if you create a good system, you can kind of, work around all of those difficult things that A, things you didn't plan for, and B, things that you did plan for, but things just kind of went in a different direction. So
yeah,
I guess that's kind of the same thing as things you didn't plan for, but you get the idea. But so anyway, that's,
and as the kids got older, then that's where the dating comes in, because then you have to start being more creative. So, and that's where dating came in, where maybe we might spend some time, or we had a set time to talk to dad, even if it's they were babies and they just needed to hear his voice, because they're still relevant. They're gone, but they're going to come back. And you gotta know that it's all right for everything not to be neat and clean. And if you can, hire help.
Yeah.
Later on, I was able to start, like now I'm in a different season, and even with my grandbaby staying with me, and I have a 13-year-old, for many years, I have a cleaner. And that's something that I allot money for. Even if I had to get a paper route to have a cleaner, I've had a cleaner for probably the last 10 years. So there's something that my bishop always said: if you can afford to pay somebody to do the job, pay them. Then that way, that frees up some more of your time. And normally it frees up time for your family. So,
so family,
click
subscribe. Like and subscribe. Bye, y'all.
Okay, no, that's not what we're talking about. Can we just talk? Oh wait, that was the wrong note.
Can we just talk about where we're going before we get lost? We gotta connect, y'all. We gotta connect.